Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. It's Stamp with Michelle Pepper here, and it's Wednesday, the 21st of August, 2024. So welcome to my space where I do Facebook Live every Wednesday, 1:30 New Zealand time. And so I just do some crafting at this hour or less, hopefully. And hopefully you can join along or watch the video later and craft along with me. I am going to show you two projects today. So every Wednesday I show you a couple of projects using the products, Stampin' Up products that I'm highlighting for the week. And this week our highlight product feature is from it's a all-inclusive card kit. So let me just turn you around so that we can show you the products. Do bear with me as I try to adjust these. Okay, let me see if I can move that around so you can see more. Okay, I think this is as good as I can get it. So with these online kits, these kits, they are not, you can't see them in our printed catalogue. Okay, so we've got this one here, which is the current annual catalogue. So if you don't have one of these and you are in New Zealand, let me know. I am most happy to send it to you. So just pop a comment on here or email me. And you'll be, and just let me know that you want one. This is the mini catalog that is coming out in September. So as a demonstrator, we get it earlier, and also we get to pre-order products from here too. So that is a perk that is available to you. You just have to join my team, Stampin' Up team. All right, so now these kits are not actually in these printed catalogs. So we have a range of products that are what we call online exclusives, so you can only see them and find out information about them on our website, and otherwise through demonstrators like myself who demonstrates them for you so you can actually see it. So with a all-inclusive kit that comes in the box like this, and this one, that's the one that we're showing today, is called the Best Destination Kit. So, and just looking at the pictures, you might just think it's just a regular card, but in actual fact, it's actually a trifold card. So let me just pick one for you. So what I've done is I always kind of pre-do, when I get the kit, I bring them all out and I put all the stuff that I need for each card in its own envelope. So they're all in there. Okay, so all the things that we need are in there in that envelope. So that's how I like to organize mine. Depending on what you do, you might want to just, depending on how you craft, you might not be doing this. You might just be taking all the things that you need for one set of cards, one design, and then you just make all three at the same time. So just depending on what you are doing. So, but here, let me show you one of these cards here. So you get 3 design from this kit, and 3 of each. So you get 9 cards out of this kit. And it is actually a trifold card. So you can't tell obviously from just looking at it, and unless you read the small print, the fine print, you wouldn't know that it's a trifold card. So that was a nice surprise to get that. And so it comes, now this is an all-inclusive card kit, so it comes with a stamp set, which is that, and it has a little ink spot, stamping spot, and this particular color is gorgeous grape. And then you also have a acrylic block. So I don't use them because I just use what I normally have. And then what I do is I give these away. So I've got a whole bunch of these. And then we have like one whole sheet of die cuts, right? So we have all these die cuts and these are the leftovers. So you have enough for each of the cards, 9 cards, and then there is a spare set left over. Also comes with what do you call this? Dimensionals and some double-sided glue dot adhesive. So everything you need, and also a roll of twine, linen thread rather. So that also came in it. And so the only thing that doesn't come is a pair of snips, okay, which you might need to snip the ribbon, cut the thread and ribbon. So, but everything else you need is there. So it's really handy to have. I love kits to be able to travel somewhere, even if it's just for a weekend, or even if it's just at a cafe, meeting up or waiting for my boys at their soccer training, football training. Ooh, pardon me for saying soccer. Anyway, yeah, so it's easy to just kind of, you know, just grab a box like this, and I could be productive while I'm waiting for them. So it's really cool to do this. And I like to get these as well for my coffee and card session. So this week, on Thursday, if you live locally in Auckland in New Zealand, you're most welcome to join me at a local cafe in Westgate. That's when we are going to be making some cards. So the cards that we're making, we're going to be using this. So what I do on the Facebook Live, whenever I do a kit, is I'm going to demonstrate to you, for you rather, other cards, you know, other card ideas that we can do with the snap sets. Because obviously when you finish making all the cards, you are left with some supplies that you can use over and over again, including the stamp set, and you will also have the ink spot and your acrylic block, right? So you can carry on stamping and making cards with, you know, the stamp set that you get. And so usually I like to just kind of give you ideas of what to do, right? Or just, yeah, just ideas that hopefully you can springboard from. Okay, so now I do have a confession, because I actually struggled a little bit with the stamp set in terms of what I can do with it. So sometimes it's easier than others. Some are easier than others, or at least for me anyway. This one wasn't that easy. So you know, like I came up with this, which is in, you know, using the Thoughtful Journey paper, and so that's where so it's making a bookmark. So I've stamped the little bird stamps, and then Life is a Journey, and that's pretty much it, because the paper did all the work, right? And then here on the other side, again, you know, I've just stamped the birds and another sentiment. This adventure is just beginning. So that's pretty cool, you know, like, but that's pretty, yeah, that's pretty cool, but it's pretty, like, not much really to demonstrate. So, but I thought I'll just share with you that idea anyway. And next I also came up with this little fun card, or, well, I haven't actually finished. I've just done that part where I've just stamped the cloud, and then I've just hand drawn those lines, those rainbow curves, and I could only fit 4. I didn't do all 7, so anyway, just 4. So I just kind of picked some colors, some stamping blends to color it with, pumpkin pie, granny apple green, I don't know what color that is, maybe azure blue, yeah, azure afternoon, and gorgeous grape, I believe it is. So we've just done that. So that's kind of cute, like doing a little one, you know, yeah, when you have small images like that, yeah, it's kind of cool to just, you know, kind of, you don't want it on a full-size card, because then it will just get lost. So one idea is to do it on a smaller frame, and then you can put it on a full-size card, like maybe with a, even that, but just maybe raised up. That will look cool. It doesn't get lost as such, but whereas if you just stamp that straight on here, it might feel a little bit lost. Anyway, that's my take on it. So yeah, so but that's just 2 ideas that I thought I'll share. but that's not what we're doing, because the other thing about what I demonstrate today is also, if you are new to my channel, if you're new to my slot here, and what I do is I offer these kits to you for free when you place an order with me this week. I'm just super appreciative of you supporting my small business, so I want to do something to show my gratitude, and obviously doing price discount is not ideal, you know, so alternative is that I give you products, right? I give you items, I give you things that that will be useful to you. So so I will give you 4 card kits when you purchase from me this week, and these are the products, these are the design that I'm showing you now. These are the cards that you'll be making with those card kits. So here is this first card using the stamp set here, but as I said, I was struggling with what, you know, to actually come up with cards, so I actually had to pull in Grassy Grove, okay, my stamp. So the idea is look and see what you have, and see whether you can make, you know, like whether you can complement what your new stamp set, you can complement that with whatever you already have in your stash. So I pulled out the Grassy Grove and used this deer image and these trees here. Okay, so now this idea, I don't want to not give credit to Joe Rice from Lavinia Stamps. So Lavinia Stamps are completely new to me. I didn't know they exist, but while I was just kind of looking at Pinterest and Google to, you know, looking for ideas as to how I can use these stamps, I saw this a card similar to this that I thought, oh, I really like that, so I thought I'll just replicate that, but using the stuff that we have, right? So so I think, yeah, Joe's card was with a rabbit and a really funky tree. I don't have those, so I just look and see what I have. I have those, and so that's what we're doing. So let's demonstrate how to make this card. So we've got, so the kit, when you get them, you'll get 2 of this kit. Alright, so you will have gorgeous grape, no, not gorgeous grape. I decided that I would use the lighter color, so that's the Highland Heather cardstock as the card base, and then we will have basic white. I've already pre-cut it with the perennial postage die stamp set, dice, so the largest of them, so cut that out. So if you don't have that, that's okay, it will already be cut out for you, so that goes on there. And then a scrap piece of basic white as well for you to do the stamping. And then we have this little just scrap paper and a circle that I cut out of our circle punch, and that is going to go to make the mask for the moon there. Okay. Pardon me. Alright, so let's start with, well, let's do some stamping. Life is a journey, travel it well. So one of the things I like to do with our stamp set sometimes is just, you know, seeing how I can change it and how I can mix and match, you know, the wordings. So we didn't really have to, I just did life is a journey, travel it well, but just the way it didn't quite fit, so I had to cut these out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. So we have, put that one here. We're going to need our Memento black ink. So we need don't need that one. I need Life is a Journey. Ooh, see, I've got black ink there. Let me just make sure, because I don't want to get it on my, okay, there we go. So Life is a Journey. Which way do I want to do this? Maybe like that. Okay. And then, what's the other one? travel it well. Have I got here? Travel it well. So I have already got it here. I've mounted it. So I'm just going to do that. Travel it well. Maybe here. Okay. That part kind of didn't stamp very well. I didn't ink it up very well. Okay, let's see if I can do it better here. Okay, kind of. Travel is actually better here. Well is actually better there. So, there we go. What I could do is actually bring in my marker pen and just kind of, I don't know if you can see, and just go over this to make it a bit darker. There you go. Maybe I'll be happier with that one. Okay, so that's the stamping there. Alright, and then we're going to do this one. I don't know what that is. Grease mark? Okay, so I'm going to start with the deer image. So kind of get it really well inked. Okay, happy with that. Kind of eyeballing it, not dead center, kind of more towards to the left and down a little bit, and then hope for the best. Yeah, that's what I do. So there you go. So there you've got an image of the deer. Okay, we're happy with that. And then I'm also going to do the image of the tree. So, alright. And then that just kind of goes around here. Okay, quite happy with that. And that's when we can then just put those things here. But before we do that, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to do some masking and blending. So we need a piece of paper that you would then use to rip out. Okay, so I've got mine here already done. So basically from a piece of paper, I've just ripped out, just did some ripping. Alright, so you can see on the other side I've done a bigger, range, and this is kind of fairly flat. So is that, although it's got a little bit more gradient, and that I believe just came out of that. Okay, so and then on the other side as well. So just a variety, and I'm going to use the fairly flat one. I think maybe that one was what I used. Okay, so it's looking a little bit messy, eh? But here we go, and then we have, I'm going to just take one of these blending brushes. So just going to create, so this is kind of like it's snowy. Yeah, so we're just coming out of winter. So I'm in Auckland in New Zealand, and it's almost end of August, which means, woohoo, 1st of September, officially spring. Well, maybe not officially, but if we go 3 months of each season, then sorry, this is grey granite. Then yeah, officially spring starts on 1st of September. So woohoo, I'm looking forward to that. Winter has been, I don't know, I think people say it's quite mild, but to me it's cold. I'm just always cold. I'm living in the wrong place. Yeah, I need to be like my friends. Even my son, he's my firstborn is away in England at the moment, so he's having a lovely summer. Okay, so you see I've just kind of made a little bit of a shading. Okay, and that kind of creates that little shadowy, I don't know if you can see. Okay, so now you can see that it's not just like floating. Okay, and then just kind of giving it a little bit more here, so a bit random, like where I put them, and I don't want it too dark, so I'm going upwards. Okay, going upwards rather than downwards. Okay, and then maybe like about here. So just a little bit, right? And actually the effect is quite amazing. So it's kind of just showing that it has, you know, it's snowy. And then here, just kind of make it a little bit, maybe a little bit higher. And here we go. Okay, it's not showing up very well, so yeah, there we go. And here we go. Cool. There you go. I know, not sure if you can see, but yeah, so I've kind of created a line, right? So you can tell that the deer is standing on snow. Well, we don't have deep white snow like this in Auckland, but one can imagine, right? So now I'm going to do the moon part, and I'm going to take that ink off because I'm not going to use that ink. I'm going to use a gorgeous grape ink now. Alright, so gorgeous grape. Open it up, and then I'm going to use my gorgeous grape. Just trying to make it so that you can actually see this. Kind of up there, maybe. Alright, something like that. Maybe. Okay, something like that. Okay, and then kind of most of it will be, I don't want it too dark straight away. I want to be able to control how much color I have, so that's why I start off with, you know, off the thing, and then even on the masking paper, and then I will then color. Oh, that might be a bit too. Okay, this might turn out darker than the other one, but that's okay. We'll see what it looks like. That's just gonna go over. Okay, can I lift that? Oh, there we go. Can you see? So we can make it a little bit darker if we want it to. If I want it to have a bit more of a purpley tinge to this sky than what I have on the other one. On the first sample, it's quite pale, but we can certainly make this a little bit more, okay, a haze around it. And so there you go. Pretty much that's the background that we needed to make. So I kind of feel like I'm showing you a little bit more than just stamping birds and stamping the sentiment. At least here I've demonstrated some sort of technique. A bit happier with that. Okay, so now you've got that scene that you've created. And then next thing we need to do is just basically cut these out. And then in order to stamp it there, so I'm just going to cut this. Okay, I'm going to cut bottom. So live, so that one will just be glued on, and this one I'm going to cut around. Okay, I'm just going to fussy cut around the words. It's a very big round hole. I'm doing it on camera. Okay, so that's the sort of thing is what we call fussy cutting. Don't know if you like doing this, but I do like doing this with words. It's pretty forgiving, really. And I can leave it at like a straight edge, but I kind of want to just do a bit of squiggly things, just following it a little bit. I like that look better. Okay, go. Let me just get rid of that. So I've got life is a so now I just need to position these however I like it, and it doesn't have to be straight, so that's the cool thing. Travel it well. Yep, definitely need to use this one. Okay. So I'm just going to get the travel out. Okay. Just cutting around the words. So yeah, if you have any question about what you see in this video, in this class, just make sure you just pop a comment on there, and if I don't see it right now during the live, I will definitely go and check it, check any comments, and then I'll be able to respond to you. Travel it well. What did I do here? Okay, I did also get rid of that. And I'll be able to right. Whew, taking concentration power here. Okay, and ta-da! So there, life is a journey, right? And travel, whoa, where'd it go? Travel it well. So I could do it like that, travel it well. Okay, so then all I need to do now is get my glue. I am running out of glue. Okay, let's have a look. Just a smidgen of glue. Life is a journey. I think this one I popped it up with dimensionals, except this is quite thin and this is quite thick. So what should we do? We are going to cut the edges. I'm going to use the edge. Okay, I'm going to use the edges so that I can make it thin. Okay, so I've got that. Alright, so there's that, and I just want to do, whoops, so the J and the Y, the tail bit, okay, that. Very fiddly, but it's cool. Love the effect though. Okay, so grab that, and that will just be whoa, yeah, that's so tiny, and then moving out of. Okay, good. So you can see it's a little bit of adhesive there. Okay, and then life is a journey, and then I have, so I've only propped up life journey, So that's kind of like giving it emphasis. Travel it well. Oh, I think I put it up higher than when I was just doing the placement. Oh, that's okay. Travel it well. Oh, and then that can now go on top of that, so I can do dimensional as well. With that one I didn't, so you'll be able to see the difference. So there you go. That's our first card using the Best Destination kit, the stamps out of there. So, okay, you know, sometimes this part is the most time consuming, where you're just taking off the backing. Alright, and I've used the mini dimensionals. We also have the bigger one. Okay, making sure. And then I'm just gonna pop that on. There you go. So can you see the difference? I'm not sure if you can see the difference. One is flat on and one is on dimensionals. So we've got those and some little gems. Shall we pop in? Pop some iridescent foil gem, because we're going with the whole snowy, glittery look. Okay, so we're going to have that. I'm just going to use, so we've got a big one. Maybe around about here. And a smaller one. Around about here. And another small one. So we have about 3. Life is a journey. Kind of getting emphasis on that journey, the word journey. It's been propped up, and it's also got okay, and it's also got gems around it to kind of focus, bring the focus to it. Alright, so that is card number 1. What do you think? It's pretty cool. Quite like it. It's just I mean, I do love it, you know. It's just something a little bit different. I don't use Gorgeous Grave a lot, even though I do like the color. I just don't know how to use it sometimes, you know. But here, so we've got card number 1 where we've just mainly using the words. Okay, and I believe card number 2 might be the same. We might be doing the words as well, mainly. As I said, I was struggling a little bit with finding, with working out what to do. I do like this. That I have used some of the images. Alright, number 2. Card number 2 is pretty cool. So what have I got here? I'm going to show you this. Alright, so yep, you may be wondering, hey, that's not a current paper, or wait, where do I get that paper from? So yes, that is a retired paper. It's called the Best Route, I think. Yeah, Best Route DSP. But what I wanted to show you here is this design that is from, I got it from Jackie Bolhuis, I think that's how you say her name, from Stampin Stampers fame. And she posted a while ago this cute design. Well, I think it's cute, using scraps. So these are like 1 1/4 inch squares. So if you've got little scraps left over, big enough to make 1 1/4 inch, so be sure to keep them, cut them out in little squares like this, and then make loads of cards, right? So this one here, so I've just done this adventure is just beginning. So again, you know, just using the stamps and complemented with stuff that you already have in your stash, so like papers. So a lot of us crafters, we end up with a lot of designer series paper, and so this is one way of using it. And I've just used the Truck Out of Trucking Along stamp set, which is a current stamp set, but it's also online, I believe. Yeah, so that is available, so you can well, let me just bring it out so you can see, in case you didn't know what the stamp set is. So yeah, you've got loads of images here. We've got 26 images here. Some nice words, even a Christmas one, and lots of little things that can go into the back of the truck. Presents, plants, trees, flowers. So yeah, what you have, Christmas tree. Okay, so we've got that. Alright, so because we're using retired paper, I have actually no, the one that I'm going to show is actually using a current paper, right? Current cardstock. So we've got, oh, look at that! I've got a pink one again, petunia pop this time. So I have done this. What I've done is I'm using the Thoughtful Journey DSP with this one. Okay, so let me just get this out of the way. And that one popped it up. I'm trying to keep tidy. Just making sure that everything is out. Yep, everything is out of here. Now let me see. So what have we got here? We've got a petunia pop card base. Okay, just slightly smaller because I wanted it to. I'm using Jackie Bolhoy's measurements, so it's 1 1/4 inch square. So so therefore the white piece has to be adjusted accordingly, as opposed to our normal standard card. So our normal standard card size would be, let me see, I think this is a standard card size, and so it is a little bit smaller. Okay, but yeah, so there you go. But it's still a cool card. Alright, so what we got here, let me just put that away. Okay, here we go. So we've got the white, basic white as the matte, and then we've got this for the wordings, okay, for the sentiments, and also pictures if you're going to do that. Alright, so this one I've done it slightly different. So what I've done is I have picked a paper out of a design out of the Thoughtful Journey. So here, okay, and what I've done is I've actually picked, I think I've cut this bit down to size, and hence that leftover bit is, oh, where did it go? Is where this cardstock, this bookmark came from. Okay, so I've cut that part off, and so I'm left with this, that I can do this as well. And then on this side, this is the part where I cut to the size that I need, and then I cut it along, sorry, I think I used this side. So then I cut along 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 here. So that's the shape that we're going to end up. So let me show you. So this goes in the middle, on the side here, I mean. Okay, now we just have to work out what goes where. So that looks like the tree. It looks like the bottom somewhere. Ooh, am I getting confused there too? So that's a blue, I believe. Tree. That might not be right. Yeah. Go. Okay. So doing a bit of collaging here, aren't I? I think we're doing like that. Do I have a that doesn't look right, so that goes there, that goes there, here we go, and that's the look that we will end up having. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna just move that up. Oh yeah, no, actually I should have done that first. Oh well, that's okay, I will do that first. Glue. Okay, oh, maybe that glue is better. Let's have a look. So I'm thinking this has got lots of space here that I can probably oh, I hope that was the right thing. Yeah, I think that's the right place. So I'm just going to put that on here. Higher, I think, okay. And then that one too. So yeah, so this would be really cool and fun to do as well with all the scraps that you have. Just a little bit fiddly, but oh, just one more line. But it's well worth it, I reckon. What do you think? Okay, so then that goes on there. So pretty. Okay. Ah, come down, come down. Here we go. Looking good. And that goes on there. I don't know if I can mute myself when I'm coughing. I'm actually not coughing, I just have, no, my throat's just feeling a bit dry all of a sudden. Let me just grab a drink. Now, does that go on here? Does it? That doesn't look right. That looks better. That looks better. Ha! Here we go. Yeah, it's like putting puzzle pieces together. Do you guys like doing puzzles? I like to have that available for my boys to do. You know, just another option available for when we need it to be off the computer. Right, that's wrong. That's, come on. Let's see if the other one works better. Oh my goodness, I think this is worse. Okay. Let me maybe pop that into the rubbish if it's gonna be out of action. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, a bit more. Oops. Yes. Alright. Here we go. And then finally we have this. So that would just need to go on here and here. Do I need that? Or shall I not have that? I feel like I need to have the mat. I don't know why. I'm just going to do the mat. Okay. Ooh. Does that sound like someone might be in the driveway? And if so, could it be Stampin' Up products? Big brown box coming my way? Okay. Yeah, it's got some pre-order, you know, for the mini catalog coming. Okay, the upcoming mini catalog. So here we go. So we've got that, and then now just got to do some glue here as well. Okay. Woo! There we go. Ever slightly. So good. Okay, so now we've got that, and then that can go over here, and I'm just going to do a flat one. Are you guys like me? You just try to squeeze out every single drop. And when it doesn't work anymore, okay, time to close. Time to chuck it. And see if I have another glue here. Let's have a look. This is also feeling quite empty. I know that's better. So that one's got glue. There we go. I'm wondering whether I should have stamped first if I was going to do any stamping, which I usually do before I hear it. But yeah, it is what it is. So I've got that. Now I thought maybe I could do some birdies on here. Or do I want birdies on here? Where? Where, guys? Where should I put it? Ah, I am so indecisive. Right here? Maybe on there. Look at that, it's so cute. So we've got some birds flying in the distance, and then we need some wordings for this, the adventure. So there is another set of sentiment I should point out, because where's my stamp set? Here we go. There is another set of sentiment that says happiness is the best destination. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, happiness is the best destination. And you might like to use that. Now, I have an objection. That's me. I'm just telling you as it is. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that sentiment. Happiness is the best destination. So, and because I do distinguish the between happiness and joyful. Okay, and so joy and happy are two different words, have two quite different meaning to me. Like you can have really you can be in sad circumstances, so you're not happy, but you can still have joy. You can still be joyful, even though you are in those kind of circumstances. So I feel like there is a big difference between happiness and joyfulness, for example. So I would want to say joyfulness is the best destination, or in fact maybe not even that, but happiness is the best destination is not quite what I agree with, so I haven't really used that much, but I just wanted to point that out to you, that it is there, so you can use that too. So yeah, so I have tended to use life is a journey, or the adventure is just beginning. So what shall I do with this one? What shall I do? Question is, now here I guess I could you know, bring in other elements, like that one I brought in the truck. Somehow a truck wouldn't do on this one, and that I'm not sure about that either. I'm just looking at what stuff I have here in the background. Something like that, maybe. I could do a gold leaf, because I've got that lying around. Yeah, I will just be having to decide what to give you when I see you. So we could do a butterfly. We could do that. But that kind of like, okay. Let me just stamp this first, and then we'll see, we'll decide. Life is a journey. Shall I go life is a journey? Yep, I think so. That looks good to me. Or actually, if you wanted to, you can do happy birthday, right? But because I'm showcasing this stamp set, I will use life as a journey. I'm going to go life is a journey. That's a square thing. Okay, trim that off. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use my trimmer. Right about there. good to me. Okay, I could have probably actually done this in petunia pot, because I have petunia pot. That's cool. I could do it like that. Life's a journey. Or I could do it like that. I kind of like feel like, oh, there's a lot of blocking going on, eh? You know, because I want it to show my thing. What do you think? Maybe like that? Life's a journey. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think? Do we want the gold leaf as well? Oops. No, no gold leaf. Just doing the butterfly. That's quite cute. Butterflies. That sounds good to me. Okay. Right, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to do that. Done. Don't think too much, right? So, here we go. So how is it going to work with the kit? I will be giving you a kit and the best route, and then one in the thoughtful journey. And if we do this design, I'll be cutting it like that for you. And the other one that I have retired that I thought would be quite good as well is the World of Good Designer Specialty Paper. So let's have a look at this. You know, I really should finish what I was doing now. Okay, so actually, let me just not be so easily distracted. Let me just kind of put this on here. And then we needed that butterfly on here. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this. Just very tiny smidgen of glue. Okay, because I don't want it oozing out everywhere. So, really just need that. Alright, what do you think? Life is a journey. Okay, I could do that. So there you go. Those are the two cards. I'll put that out of the way so we're not getting so distracted. And this can be an additional bonus, alright? So we've got that. The other paper I thought would be quite good is the World of Good Designer paper, because that kind of like is about traveling, about the world. It has all these really, you know, like masculine, I guess, like the world, the map, you know, and destination places. Yeah, so that one would actually be really cool as well. So you might get that in your kit too. So, and yeah, if you want to, you can specify what you like, and then take the guesswork out for me. But there you go. So this is card number 2. So that's using this template, which is using 1 1/4 inch square pieces of DSP. So this one here, obviously they don't coordinate like this. Sorry, they coordinate because they're all from the same set of paper, but they're not like a puzzle piece, like, you know, where it's important where you put each piece. But yeah, that kind of gives you 2 different styles, right? So some ideas. So and then our first card, let me bring them back in again. So these are our first cards that we did, okay, to show this week's card kits that you can get. I hope I hope you enjoyed hanging out and watching me work with this stamp set, which didn't come as easy for me, but I hope these were some ideas that that you have found helpful, and that that you'll be able to use if you have this stamp set, or if you're going to buy, sorry, not the stamp set, this kit. If you were going to buy this kit, let me show you again the cards that come from this kit. So we have that, you know, like with a train, and that with a car traveling, and finally with the boat, sea travel. And as you can see, the envelopes are also decorated. It's already pre-printed. So there you go. I hope you have fun and you get some ideas out of this, the Best Destination card kit. Remember, this kit is awesome. You get 9 cards out of the box with all the supplies given to you, and then you also have the stamp set, which you can use for other cards later. Those birds will be useful for a lot of things, I know that much. Clouds will be useful too. So yeah, so I hope that was informative and that you had fun, and I will see you again next week. Yes, I think I'm able to do this next week. There is one week that I can't, because I will be picking up my parents coming back from Malaysia, and so I will be having to go pick them up from the airport, and so I might not come on live. And if I'm organized enough, that I will be able to perhaps show a video still, but that's not next week. So next week I'm sure to be here live at the same time, 1:30 on Wednesday, and I'll have new projects to share with you, with another stamp set or dies or paper that will be the focus for the week. Alright, thank you very much for joining me. Any comments, any feedback, any questions, please do post it on the comment here, and I will surely get back to you. Alright, bye. See you next week.